So we're going to the monument, and this is Venmium versus Chester. Now, these two players are some of the most intriguing advanced players, I think, of almost all of them. Like I've played both of them a lot, and they've always just annihilated me. And it's always just been fun to watch them progress from mid tier to genuinely really good players. So I am so interested to see what goes on in this match. Anyway, setting up the one block spike block vault with that mortar. Seems like Chester's practicing for something. I think she's trying to practice for a wire crawl. I mean, Venmium is quite good at wire crawl, so it would make sense that Chester is just trying to practice it beforehand, before Venmium places it. Okay. Now the wire is here. Chester instantly takes them. And the spike ball there, pretty much removing all hopes of a wire crawl. Interesting move from Venmium specifically, because as I said, he's pretty damn good at wire crawls. Is he gonna do it anyway? Okay, some precision added to that vault. See, Venmium maybe looking to set something up for the future. Yeah, maybe. Nothing too crazy happening this turn. I mean, this spike ball. Let's see, Venmium doing it as a wall jump. Chester just doing it as a straight up coyote from the block below. Yeah, Chester just flying through this map. Venmium getting into the hole and Chester dying to those two eyes that she herself placed right at the end. Rough. Yeah, both of them doing it as the wall jump. Chester now struggling on that precision. Venmium still hasn't gotten it once. Now Chester with her third attempt, she's 50%, now 33% effective on it. Now Venmium last life for both of them actually. Venmium out of lives. Chester gets it, can she get the one block out? And nope, she slips. That'll be 8 turns remaining, and already two players haven't scored. As an old saying by Bojack goes, the game has only begun when a player doesn't make it to the flag. So we can say the game has officially begun. Now the wire placed and the wire bombed. Effective turn, I'd say. Okay, now Venmium with a black hole. Now that is an interesting black hole. I do not know how they're planning to tackle it. My thought is like trying to hover, but like I don't know if that black hole hitbox is small enough. Venmium getting sucked in. Also, some precision added to the end there, but I don't think that will matter for now because this black hole setup is really weird. Venmium not quite. Both of them 2 lives remaining. Okay. Now let's see. They're trying to look at it from like a full jump from here. Yeah, it makes sense. Anyway, last life for both of them. Now Chester. See what's her plan here? Venmium out of lives, but no, she also gets killed by that spike ball. 7 turns. I do agree with Chester, that setup is peak. Okay. See, it seems like both players are currently just looking to change some other parts of the map for their favor because they can't really do anything to this setup specifically. Never mind, Chester trying to make that setup easier. Now the bomb for Chester, instantly bombing that black hole. Yes, no misclick. Now that wire there makes it slightly harder, but I'm pretty sure what you need to do is just jump from the side of the half block into the precision. Chester trying to go for it from there. No, Venmium just getting it straight up. Now let's see, can he get the one block? Trying to grip jump? Nah, does not work. Chester can't get the precision. No, something also interesting to look at is the way that both of them approach doing that wall jump. Venmium goes for the drop down, while Chester just does a wall jump chain up to it. And just as I say that, Venmium does the wall jump chain. Makes sense. He figured out it was probably easier. But anyway, both of them getting the precision. Chester dying right at the end. Now these wires at the end, they are honestly no joke. I can't believe I dismissed them at the start, because those wires are, that jump height is weird. Okay, now both of them died to that precision. 6 turns remaining. Still, no one scores. Dynamite from both of them. Let's see what they're gonna use it on. Currently, it looks like they're using it on the exact map borders. Really do not want to reveal anything. Chester straight AFK. Okay. Venmium bombing the spring. Chester bombing that first wire. Okay, now when we're looking to add that staircase. Okay, Chester with a smart spike ball placement to try and force the precision to not exist anymore. Fun stuff from her. Yeah, that is sometimes the advantage of placing earlier, to just force your opponent to not do something, because it'll make the level impossible. And yeah, in that case, that's what happened. Chester placed first, and now the precision is basically gone until Venmium gets a dynamite. But does that matter? Will that matter? It might not, because Venmium is currently at the flag and Chester has not yet gotten there. Now all that's left between her and the flag is that one jump that she has failed so many times. Need I remind you, those were her wires that are in the end impeding her from getting to the flag. If I remember correctly, I might be remembering wrongly, but anyway, Chester gets it. That will be 5 turns remaining, and both of them have made it to the flag. Okay. Now the black hole from Venmium, looking to do something in this general area right again. Damn, adding some more difficulty right to the end there. Chester tried to nerf it best she can right at the end of the building ground. Okay, that spike ball. Oh my god, that's a corner wall jump. Chester knows the heart of the streamer. Setting up a corner wall jump. Oh yeah, although yeah, obviously Chester, she's pretty damn good at those. So yeah, makes sense that she set him up. Like specifically, I recall a set versus Healing Idiot where they placed like 7 in a row. And yeah, Venmium with a, what was that? But yeah, they're both complaining about VHS being too common, which makes sense. They're calling it imp. And we're back. Now this is gonna be 2 turns of no building, because that girder did in fact make it impossible. Okay, so we're just gonna not build for 2 turns. I swear to God, Chester, she's giving me a heart attack. Okay. Now this is 5 turns remaining. This is still 0-0. Okay, now this map is not quite hard enough for either of them to be really challenged, so that'll be just 4 turns remaining, pretty easy for both of them. The Wrecking Ball from Venmium. Let's see what he's gonna do with it. Try to make that last black hole harder? No, that second to last black hole harder. Yeah, I mean, Venmium is in fact better with black holes than Chester in my opinion. So adding some timing elements to a black hole could be a double-edged sword for him. Like, he might be more comfortable moving around black holes, so that means it's easier for him to maneuver around the extra cycles, or that could also introduce more chaos and make it harder. But anyway, that doesn't matter because the breaking ball was placed somewhere else, and now we have a wire. Now we have a wire crawl, which which Venmium is notoriously good at. Yeah, this is a wire call I thought was gonna be placed right at the start, but it was blocked by Venmium himself. Now it's back and better than ever. And in the meantime, Chester has 1 life remaining. Well, last life actually. She's on her last life right now. And Venmium getting to the end with all 4 lives. Chester getting past both black holes. She needs to be careful here, but there's nothing left to kill her. So that'll be 3 turns remaining. And still 0-0. Okay. Interesting cannon added there from Venmium. Just forcing the bottom path. Okay, some discussions about corner bounces. Corner bounces are weird, but you are allowed to do them. You're just not allowed to force them. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that'll be 2 turns remaining after they meander around with the corner bounce. Okay, yeah, some interesting rulings I gotta make because corner bounces suck. I hope I made the correct rulings here. I will need to consult with Ivo afterwards to see if this match needs to be overturned or something. But currently, okay. Anyway, yeah. Sorry about that. That'll be last life for Chester and 2 lives remaining for Venmium. Now again, they are both allowed to go for the corner bounce. It's not forced, but they are still allowed to do it. If I understand the ruling correctly, that means they are they are able to do it. Okay. Now Venmium barely getting past that wrecking ball. Chester not as lucky. She's out of lives. Is this gonna be a first point for Venmium? He just needs not to choke here. And he does not. That will be one turn 1-0. Yes, it will. Last turn 1-0 Venmium. I hope that overlay works. Yes, it did. Cool. Okay. Now, Chester looking to bomb something. Bombs the black hole that destroyed her CWJ before. The thing with CWJs, which I know firsthand, they are extremely easy to counterbuild. Like if Venmium wanted, he could easily counterbuild this right now. But he doesn't. Interesting. Just making that jump easier. Chester adding some precision there. Okay, now notably, I'm pretty sure this map is now definitely an advantage to Chester. Chester is, as far as I know, better at corner bounces than Venmium, and she's also definitely better at CWJs than Venmium. Obviously, no disrespect to Venmium, he's good at both. Chester just more known for it. Anyway, Chester still struggling with that wire call. The one thing that Venmium has that is advantage to him, and that will be GG. That was last turn, so yeah, Chester's out of life. That will be GG. Let me save the map here. Okay, I'm gonna let Venmium continue. Just jumps over the precision, doesn't get the CWJ. Okay, now last attempt for him. Score doesn't even matter. We're just doing this for the hell of it. Yeah, let's see. Can Venmium finish it with the 2-0 score? Maybe. If he speedruns he will. Okay, that'll be GG's. Venmium wins 2-0. Okay.